What's happening, guys? Christopher Griffith here with VettedVA. Wanted to hop on and give you something to chew on for your sales rally this Monday. Veterans Day is coming up, and a couple people asked me if I had anything to say, and well, I usually do. So I wanted to take a few minutes of your time today to break down a couple of things. Here's the bottom line up front. Why are you watching this video? Because I want every single one of you to go out into public and combat the ignorance that's out there about the VA loan. There are lots of very informed people, so they think, or so they state or claim, that make statements about the VA loan that are just abjectly false, completely false, according to the data. And the data should matter. After all, what we're dealing with is the only earned home loan entitlement program out there. And the class of consumer that's earned this thing contractually with an obligation they fulfilled deserves each and every professional to support and defend it the same way that they supported and defended your ability to do what you do today. So to get started, what I'd like to take a look at are a few statements and a circumstance made by someone everyone's already familiar with. I'm not going to say his name, though. There's a military vet, guy named Tyler, getting out of the military and types up this question to this guru of mortgages out there. And he asks him, hey, should I live with my parents for a while, or should I consider using my VA loan and this zero down benefit that I've earned? And Dave, oh, I said it. Oops, that didn't make it very far. But this guy tells him, listen, I want you to understand four things basically about the VA loan. And what I'm here to tell y'all today is the points illustrated in all four of those facts by this guru to this veteran are all factually wrong, right? So let's start with the first thing that a lot of knuckleheads say about the VA loan that is just flat ridiculous. This guy comes out and his expert advice is VA loans, the first thing I don't like about them is they have the highest interest rate and the highest fees among all loan types. Well, unfortunately, that is factually incorrect. How so? Well, VA loans actually have the lowest median interest rate over all loans originated in 2020, according to the HMDA data. Dave, that's the data that spells out the specifics to what you claim. And this is where they get it wrong. VA loans have the lowest interest rate. Point one, significant. Now let's address fees. When it comes to total fees, including the funding fee, we're going to assume that they were addressing that. The VA loan is third in total assorted fees behind conventional USDA and in front of FHA. When you remove the funding fee and remove the other funding fees from the other loan types, out-of-pocket cash hit, VA loan averages, or it has the median that is the least. Origination costs, discount points, which is a category that's chosen, edges up a little bit, but the net with the lender credit reduces it so that the cost experienced to the consumer out of pocket lower with VA. So that first statement, VA loans have the highest rates and fees. False. It's not true. And every one of you should know this and know this information. VettedVA is going to be putting out a white paper here soon, showing you the charts, the data, the details that confirm our opinions that we're stating publicly to each and every one of you, because I want you to do battle with ignorance. I want you to set the record straight. That's what all of you that watch this video should go out and do after. What's the second knuckleheaded thing that this guy says in advising this veteran? And first of all, how many questions could have been answered to at least set the stage off of this veteran, Tyler, now, his circumstance coming out? Dave assumes that this veteran, by the way, is going to have to pay some equity robbing, which we'll get to, funding fee, when 33% of veterans leaving the active duty military today have some service-connected disability of 10% or greater. And what does that mean? Well, it means that they don't pay the funding fee. So in that circumstance, it's cut and dry, black and white. VA loan with rate and fees is supreme. The next thing that this knucklehead says is the other reason he doesn't like VA loans is because people only choose them because they're zero down loans. Good Lord, what a knuckleheaded statement. There's actually a consumer survey of financial data that tells you across a very broad survey of consumers with different loan types why people chose certain things. And categorically, the most common reason people choose VA loans, lowest interest rate. So there it is on cost. But he says they only choose it because it's VA loans. Well, or because it's zero down, excuse me. Of all of the zero down loans, did you know FHA represents, with a zero down total percentage of origination, 32% roughly of total zero down loans originated. Conventional loans represent 28.7% of zero down loans originated. USDA at 8.8 and VA at 30.4%. So what's the deal? They're choosing the VA loan because it's zero down. Well, that ignores a couple of other facts. And I just want to put this out there. A lot of people choose or state that veterans choose zero down or the VA loan because they're broke, because they don't have money, because they're zero down. Did you know only 17.6% of veterans last year with their VA loan only put zero down? 17% of the time the VA loan was used for purchase, they put zero down. 18.6%, they put 0 to 10 grand down. 9.7%, 10 to 20 grand down. This mentality that Dave Ramsey and these other people put out about veterans being broke, not having savings, only using the VA loan because it's zero down, paying more rate and fee. It's all garbage, guys. The VA loan is a loan that gives opportunity to do a thing and not require the out-of-pocket hits. So these arguments that say, hey, you need to have more cash in case something that goes wrong, good, we agree. That's why we don't think you should be putting your money down if you don't need to, if there's no gained benefit of doing so, or if you do it, to do it in a small amount, as veterans already are. So this argument that VA loans only chosen because it's zero down, it's just foolish. The last 2 points of the paper that this guy makes to this veteran consumer is that buying a house with zero down is more of a curse than it is a blessing because you don't have any money in the bank, or that zero down buying is buying from a position of weakness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ridiculous. When it comes to consumer home buyers, median income, median liquidity, median net worth, median home equity, veterans compared to non-veterans, or some military compared to no military, guess who has the highest in all 4 categories? You guessed it. Military service, veterans. They have higher median incomes. They have more liquidity. They have more home equity. They have, what was the other one? Higher net worth, higher median net worth. So these arguments are founded from a position of falsehood. And that is, if you're a veteran or looking to use your VA loan, you're broke. You don't make no money. You ain't got nothing saved. You ain't got any equity. You ain't got any net worth. And it's garbage. It's just factually untrue. And it's how they use these poorly informed statements to remove a veteran's earned entitlement. It's ridiculous. And it gets me pretty frustrated because literally none of the data points support what these professionals are telling the veterans, what these real estate agents are then echoing to the veterans, what these news outlets are sharing in this great statement from this guru, right? That isn't even informed by fact or by likelihood. What would be better is if all of the professionals out there were armed with these facts and knew what it looked like and could inform the marketplace, inform the uninformed professionals, but in a tactful way. Just share the data with them and ask them if their comments align with the actual facts and data behind them, right? That's what we should all be doing. And if we can do that, more veterans are going to become homeowners. This is important. VA loans, on the last study released by the VA, when it comes to foreclosure inventory, foreclosure rate, VA loans have the lowest foreclosure rate even comparatively, right? COVID and current delinquencies and some of those numbers obscure it a little bit. But one of the biggest deals with the VA loan that most professionals just don't get is how hard the VA works to keep a veteran in their home. And they do it in a way that doesn't harm the veteran, doesn't harm the market, doesn't harm the lenders. That's a lot of what the funding fee and these other pieces go into. VA loans are incredibly secure. They lead to home ownership at a higher rate for minorities even, ladies and gentlemen. The VA home loan is the one loan that reaches those that are able to receive it in the perfect way, finding them, not requiring all of the different things, and at the same time, jeopardizing their future by using it. A lot of the down payment assistance programs and these other things that allow for zero down purchasing, we can understand how that might over leverage a person with more obligation or extra terms around what that support was. The reality is with a VA loan, just is what it is. When it comes to U.S. mortgages, there is no mortgage better when it comes to affordability, savings, cost, access, opportunity, and staying power than the VA home loan. Please get it right. Veterans deserve you to at least get it right. Thank you for listening. If you have questions, we'd love to go through this stuff with however many that would like to understand it a little bit more. Watch for VettedVA to release our white paper with the data and the supported facts for our statements here and other places. And then also watch to see the suggestion that we would have for Tyler, considering his circumstance, which we're familiar with. Keep in mind, a lot of these people may not know the best advice to give simply based off of the fact that they cannot accurately consider their perspective. What do I mean? They didn't serve. They don't understand. They don't know. They don't look deep enough. They don't consider. They don't compare. They don't contrast. They decide and they make judgments instead of being curious. Be curious about the information that's out there and support and serve the veterans that you run into, ladies and gentlemen, because there's certainly a class of consumers that we feel strongly about in their ability to access and purchase what is historically and currently the biggest wealth building device for Americans. So there you have it. There are the facts and details as we see them, informed by the data that provides the visibility that you need to make those statements. Encounter us, challenge us, and whatever you do, continue to serve the men and women that serve this nation. VettedVA appreciates every single professional out there, whether you're a part of our active vetting or you're just simply trying to do the best that you're able anywhere. We'll help you find us. Blessings, y'all.